Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and that technicolor rainbow in between, greetings and salutations, and welcome to week 20 of the Maelstrom. That's right, we've been doing this shit for over a year now, and the show has hit 2 sets of 10. That's right, 2. And, oh boy, do we have a show for you tonight. Because everybody's tried to fucking book themselves. If you're on the roster, likely you've tried to book yourself. Even the people that aren't ready to wrestle yet are trying to book themselves. So, some of your music's going to be fucked up. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. That being said, we've got a number of things going on after this particular show. Those that are members of the Patreon will be able to go in and we will be updating the latest poll and the latest vote for the next items that will appear in the fishing shop. Additionally, I am hoping in October to be getting back to the fishing show and getting the fishing streams going back again. At least to have them on at least one day of the week. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? That being said, I know that some of you have got the need to fish. I know that some of you really like the fishing streams. And on top of that, not only has the innovation been playing on, we've got a little something hidden, a little something secret going on in the Maelstrom. Maybe a hidden plot thread to be looked at. Interesting. Maybe the Dungeon of Darkness is getting ready to return. October is coming. The Season of Fear is also coming. Wonder what's going to happen then. And on top of that, everybody, we have a brand new set of trinkets. We have new trinkets. That's right. For those of you that have been rolling the trinket grab bag, that have been looking and pulling the same items over and over, we've got new trinkets. Hoo boy. So, if you've got the channel points, might be an interesting time to pull those trinkets and see what you get. You might get something good. You might get something bad. Who knows? It's a whole new ballgame. I might have put some real curse shit in there. But, that being said, I think it's about time that we go ahead and get this show on the road. Uh-oh, we got a couple new trinkets. What do we have? KM, you find a violet petal preserved in glass, a small delicate glass vial containing a single purple flower, petal suspended in some kind of clear liquid. The petal remains perfectly preserved, yet the color is more richer and more vibrant than any flower you've ever seen. A label is tied to the vial which reads, "For the day in which you remember." Squinto. You find a handkerchief with Stitch initials. An embroidered silk handkerchief with the initials M.E. etched in gold thread. Despite the age, it smells faintly of jasmine and lavender, and is rumored that it brought the owner luck. Giving it away was meant to be a vow never to return. Anon. Anon, you find a copper locket with a tiny keyhole, a lock with an unopenable clasp, and a delicate engraving of two interlocking hearts on the front. Inside, you hear the faint sound of something rattling if you shake it, but without a key, you'll never know what will be revealed. Rumor has it, whoever opened this lock never intended it to be opened. Next up is Kayeth. Kayeth, you find the tattered diary page. A single page torn from an old diary. The handwriting is neat but trails off abruptly. I hear it calling again, like soft chimes, and the rest is torn away, and the back is filled with random, hurried sketches of a bell tower. And now, that being said, I think it's about time for me to undeafen myself and rejoin my associates in the Maelstrom Discord. That's right, the Maelstrom Discord in the commentary booth. Anybody that has a commentary pass or is a member of the Patreon is able to get into the commentary booth. Sometimes we do it in the public streaming room. Sometimes we do it in the commentary booth. Who's to say? Well, for now, let's go ahead and undeafen myself and see what we walk into.
Father had passed.
That is terrible. That is very bad. That is a very bad thing to come in on. Holy shit.
Oh no! I'm going to pay my respects to the person I'm named after, Bob. I'm Travis Alexander Carey II.
Ah, I see. I would like to inform you that we are on stream. Just to let you know.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We did stream.
We can't see what's going on the Discord end, though.
So if anybody came in without context, I'm just saying that I'm going to be flying over to Europe next year, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm going to go and see where the original Travis Alexander Carey came from. Or passed away in.
I mean, now rests also works.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Now rest. But before we were talking about that, we were talking about the Chaos Gods, Bob, of the 40K and Empire universes. Which Chaos God would you be a part of?
Zinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, pretty much to the most. I mean, yeah.
So
Zinch. No, wait, not Zinch. Slanesh seems like the most fun.
Yeah, I mean, their champion is like a sword fighter, and like his pleasure is beating people. So there you go.
I'd get into a discussion of what is defined as pleasure, but it's not TOS.
Yeah, that's again. There are certain characters in the 40K Chaos God groups that I'm like, I could see that, but yeah, Bob, we know you're a Zinch. You would give the changeling a run for his money.
yeah.
Believe it or not,
Oh, okay.
Robobob.
Yeah.
Your
You were
mic kind of.
fine.
Try again,
Now your
Bob.
microphone doesn't like us.
I think Zeem's just fucking with your mic.
Welcome back.
Discord. I haven't heard a
Nope.
single.
Yep.
I haven't heard a single thing from chat that I've been talking to. So it's Discord. So, first off, Rosso, you get the red string ring. A finger ring woven entirely of crimson thread, and the weave is tight. A faint scent of herbs linger on it. A merchant claimed that this was made waiting for a lover to return.
I've heard that metaphor before.
It's Beyonce's ring. He liked it. He put a ring on it.
As you do.
I meant like the red string of fate.
It's a destiny knot from Pokemon.
So, in some cultures, red is the color you use for marriage. So it makes sense it is a red string ring.
Yeah. I don't know, Straw Hat. What do you think? What Chaos God do you think you would be a part
I
of,
just
or
said
what lead?
Slanesh, but I just said
Oh,
Slanesh.
Sorry, I thought you were just saying it would be the most fun. I didn't actually know you were aligned with Slanesh. All right, fair enough.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
I align myself with Slanesh, but take out most of the pain. Part.
Oh, well, you can't
You
have
can't
pleasure
do
without a
that.
little pain.
Why not?
Pain and pleasure travel along the same nerve endings.
It is basically the excess of sensation.
The Prince of
You
Pleasure.
are getting it
doesn't-
whether you want it or not.
That could be taken so many different ways.
Hey,
the thing you
correct.
just said.
Yeah.
Hey, Straw Hat,
What?
how can you truly know joy if you've never experienced sorrow?
I wonder if our own Chaos
Next
Gods in the Maelstrom
question.
have.
Ooh, what sensations I'm going to show you.
Believe it or not, whenever it comes to, here's the deviousness whenever it comes to Slanesh. And chat, let me know if you can hear me, because I'm iffy on if my microphone quality is okay, since I'm seeing some differing reports.
Yeah, it's going in and out, Bob. I have the stream playing in the back loud now. And your winner, Hillbow Taggins.
Okay, so it's something. All right, hang on.
I like the idea of the Chaos Gods. Although probably if I was in the 40K universe, I would not be a very good Chaos person. But like, I don't want to do that. That's too much for me.
So,
I'm just sitting here going, all hail the newest Chaos God Vastor.
But I was actually wondering if, with our characters and the three that we have being order, chaos, and balance, I wonder if that's just an arbitrary number that could either increase or decrease with enough effort.
quite
Right.
literally,
Right.
they can increase or decrease. Because that's how we got Slanesh.
Yeah, the one that was literally murder effed into existence by the
That-
Eldar.
Again, that is our lovely 40K universe. I was talking about the Maelstrom.
Ah,
How much of the said implications need to be done to make that happen? Could any one of us become that said thing?
Well, unless
So-
somebody in the Maelstrom starts murder effing a lot of people.
very
Uh,
quickly. The
I mean-
Maelstrom is a land of possibility. Which means if a mortal comes into the Maelstrom with the sheer goal of becoming a god, there's a chance that they get to their goal. A chance. It is not necessarily guaranteed, but there is a chance.
Well, yes, but let's put this in a bit of a perspective here. Now, this is just a a concept I'm understanding. There are gods in this realm, DM'd by our various men of DMs.
What
But-
are gods anyway, though?
That's actually a good question because I'm wondering between the three major choices between order, chaos, and balance. Are they gods? Are they simply beings beyond them? Are they below them? We don't know. And I'm wondering if.
I could potentially answer that. Well,
Go
answer
ahead.
a bit of that. Is that Zator is following a godlike power, but it's not of the major three.
That's okay, fair enough. But I guess what I'm asking is that if those are the order, balance, and chaos, if those are gods, or if they're not, I mean, it doesn't matter. Well, it kind of does. But what are they, and how do you become one? I'm not asking for a very specific reason. Nope, not at all.
So it's like a Vashtor situation of something like a demigod that may want to become a major god.
Oh, that would be fun.
I
A mortal
mean,
can't really. A mortal can never truly become a god. If they were mortal to begin with, then they're not truly divine, even if they attain the power.
Can I tell
mean,
you
I have-
guys
Go
very
ahead.
quickly about something in my campaigns that I call the rule of heroes?
Go ahead.
Heroes do not die. Once you are considered a hero, you are sustained by the legend you create. Meaning, a hero goes from being immortal to being an immortal. Which
So
means
the
a
old,
hero that is properly venerated can potentially become a god.
So you're taking the methodology from the Sandlot literally.
I have no idea what that is.
There's a line in the movie The Sandlot where one of the characters is having a dream about where Babe Ruth talks to him, and his last words are, "Heroes get remembered, but legends never die."
And putting it like manifesting it into almost a reality.
I will simply say this to all of you. Remember your history. Because in Season 1, there was a fourth team. And a character from Season 1 became the big boss of one of the three teams, eventually.
You've lost me in this history, because I was not there for any of it.
Yeah, I wasn't very much a part of that. But I have been paying attention to whenever any of the higher beings have posted. I'm actually watching Butler's and a specific character's interaction right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting
Yeah.
to hear back from Corvix on what the gods plan to do with these powers.
While
well, the-
Zator is listening in on that conversation.
I'm out of character, of course. I'm not actually in there right now. I'm very busy being me.
Oh no, it's like I've actually role-played, like, Zator's, like, stepped in.
Hey
down,
Bob,
there's a
can I
conversation
borrow a
going
cup
on,
of
and he's just
electricity?
hidden behind,
My
and he's
power is out
listening
at
in.
my house.
That reminds me, can I roll a perception check to see if Butler detects Zator eavesdropping?
I mean, you can't, it's sort of role-playing. I haven't rolled stealth for it. I could roll stealth for it, actually, right now.
I would say that unless you were, I'm not the DM. The DM's right here, so that's your
That's what I
guys'
said.
discretion.
I'll put it to you like this. Rosso, if you want to roll stealth, and if you beat Butler's passive, then Butler doesn't notice you.
It's passive, not an active roll. Gotcha.
Correct. Because
Yeah,
an
that's going
active
to be enough.
an active roll is when you are actively looking for somebody.
12.
That's a 29.
12 modifier. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely going to beat my passive.
I don't know. It's a hard roll to get. My,
Besides, you're too focused on the creepy ass entity in front of you, which I will post when I'm able to.
I mean, fair enough. Sorry.
And keep in mind, Bob does have a full-time job in between everything now.
Yeah, I know.
yeah. Like, you know
But
me.
yeah,
You know me,
you
Bob.
beat me, Rose. I understand. You beat me, though, Sawyer. My passive perception is only a 14.
Here you go, chat ram. Have some shocky treats.
Beautiful. You know, I think I still have the list of candies from the Arena City candy shop somewhere.
Yeah,
written down.
the PDF is called Carl's Candy Compendium.
Oh, I don't have the PDF, so I think I
Is
just
that
have it
Carl
written
with
down
Is
somewhere.
that Carl with a C or a K?
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay then. Nope, not gonna say it.
It's a goblin.
Yeah, goblins don't speak common that well, right?
And it's KCC. Because
Yeah, no,
I know
I
what
know.
you were thinking.
Yeah, thank God.
I would say, in terms of goblins, it depends on the DM, the region, and yeah.
For Warhammer, using Ks instead of Cs is entirely a flavor thing.
Now that I believe I fixed my microphone, and chat,
Yeah.
let me know if I've actually fixed my microphone. There was, believe it or not, in one of the shows, the Gods of Chaos was actually a part of the show. And there was an actual faction. Chaos Undivided was an actual faction.
Was it also led by Abaddon the Despoiler?
No.
Do you want it to be?
Next
He's,
question.
So,
he's got a pretty. He's got
I will give you this. Out of the general M&W roster, I think most of the people from Chaos Undivided was actually in M&W. So in the M&W roster, who do you think would be the champion of Khorne?
Madness.
of corn specifically.
Khorne specifically.
Gentlemen, behold, corn.
Um,
No, not that.
I have two choices,
Mm-hmm.
but if I had to choose between the two of them, I'm gonna say Grizzly Adams
Mm-hmm.
or my sleeper pick, Semjax.
Mm.
I say madness.
Who remembers Zacho's old show?
I do.
Tiger
I
Dojo?
do.
Who was the Khorne representative in that show? Who remembers it?
Oh, that's
Wouldn't be
going
able to
back,
tell
man.
you.
Zacho, help me. I don't remember. I had a
Zacho's
plot of
just
stealing
angry.
belts.
Okay,
I'm afraid we don't remember.
we'll move on. Who do you think?
Oh, wait a second. Wait. Squinto says he thinks it was either Alba or Vaughn.
I know that Vaughn was the god of war in TXW when Grimm helped him kill Ares.
Wait, it wasn't Victor, was it?
Which one?
'Cause I remember the one that looked like the one that looked like a for lack of a better term, Viking warrior.
And your winner, Lionel Matrix.
No, not that Grimm.
I didn't say Grim. I said Victor.
And when
Victor Bishop.
no, that was Maelstrom. That was like Barbarian Victor. That was Maelstrom season 1.
Oh, okay.
Although I love the design, the redesign for Victor.
Oh, that design for Victor was amazing.
We're talking about Victor Vicious in season 1 of Maelstrom.
You know, the one where you looked up like you were dressed up like a hunter from the wildland, from the wasteland, or something like that.
The one with the massive tribal cat across his arm that made him look a little bit Samoan.
So like Kraven the Hunter from Spider-Man.
A little bit.
That's what I was thinking.
So, maybe.
Yes. Yes, Trooper.
So allow me to ask you, out of everybody, who do you think would be the representatives of Slaanesh? Because this one I do remember.
Okay, let me just go out on a limb. Carnival.
No.
Lady Boots.
Nope.
Hold on, just to clarify, these are the people who are playing in the Maelstrom.
No.
In the M&W.
These are, we're talking about the people who were in Zacho's show in the faction Chaos Undivided.
Wait,
Oh,
was John
oh,
Preston
okay.
in this faction?
No.
Because he would have been
No,
a
he's
perfect champion for Slaanesh.
He's
see
talking
that.
about Zacho's show. It would have been Zacho Dudley, right?
No.
No.
The
I know.
representative, and this was UCW, the representative of Slaanesh was the Citric King.
What?
Huh.
Yeah, no.
I mean that.
How?
Nurgle was represented by the Meme.
What is the meme?
Le meme is a work of art, my friend.
Oh, le meme, the mime.
The Meme, yes.
Lemine.
I thought you said the meme.
So, Zinch had two representatives.
I suppose I can only guess if there was a Grim. I can only guess it was one of them.
It originally was Grim, but Grim was actually beaten for the position.
Earl King,
Nope.
storyteller.
Nope.
Let's see here. Simon,
Nope. It's a religious character.
Lionel.
Nope.
Raphael.
Oh, I know. Raphael. I was about to say Raphael.
It was Raphael Sampson. Raphael Sampson kicked the shit out of Grim and took the favor of Zinch.
Yeah, that's why
that
he's got
explains
the
the
eyes
eyes.
on his
Huh.
design.
Huh, that explains the eyes on his chest.
And then, after that, Grim became the favorite of Malal.
He doesn't
But that's
exist.
not canon.
This was... I can't remember if... I think this was before the Chaos Gods turned on Grim. All of them turned on him at once. So in that storyline, I think it was like Zacho Dudley. It was either Zacho Dudley or there was somebody that was just a monster. And they needed somebody to put down Zacho Dudley, to like beat him, to stop this massive threat. And the Chaos Gods all chose one champion and gave him all the powers that they need to be able to stop this threat.
Did it like them in the ass?
The person was Grim, and Grim walked to the ring accompanied by Korn, Zinch, and Nurgle for that match.
Did Slaanesh not?
Slaanesh gave power, but the game would not let.
Oh right, limitations of only 4 people.
So Slaanesh was in the box doing some kind of ritual to give power.
Slaanesh was doing weird stuff in a box.
Yes.
That's not surprising.
So after,
Okay, buddy.
I
I'm
believe...
sorry, was that too much?
No. It was the perfect innuendo. If memory serves right, Grim ended up winning that fight, leading to the creation of Chaos Undivided. Raphael beat Grim, taking the favor of Zinch, and Grim basically acted as Malal's champion for a while, until eventually there was a lot of infighting in Chaos Undivided, because of course there is. I know, Chaos Undivided, divided, funny that. And then, if memory serves right, all 4 Chaos Gods proceeded to turn on Grimm. There was... What was it? There was a match where Grimm had to fight somebody, and if he loses, he, like, gets banished. And he went full Chaos Demon in that match. I mean, full Chaos Demon in that match. Like, Zacho made a special attire and everything.
Chaos Demon or Chaos Demon Prince?
I think Chaos Demon Prince. Like, he was a giant blue bird.
This is a hell of an entrance, let me just say.
Mm-hmm. So Grimm ended up losing that match, and he got his ass kicked by all 4 Chaos Gods, had one of his arms ripped off, and got banished onto a meteor in the middle of space. And he was gone for like a year in real life, in real time, before he returned. And he came back with a scorched earth mentality. Who remembers that Russian plague doctor movie like General Grom or what have you? Nobody?
Hmm? No.
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 Let me see if I can find a picture.
Alpha saying Dr. Grum on Netflix, and he has seen it.
It's Major Grom.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in microphone free zone. It was Russia's first superhero comic movie.
Oh yeah, no, I remember seeing adverts and plot of it. I've not seen the movie.
So Zacho basically made me an entirely custom Major Grom like outfit, and Grimm came back with a scorched earth mentality into UCW.
Speaking of Grimm and Scorched Earth, what about the other Chaos beings? Were there any representatives of them? Like, what about Shegarak?
No. UCW was largely like 40K and Gundam.
No, not Sheogorath, the Laughing God.
Bazinga.
I mean,
Yes, him.
not really. Not that I know of.
That is a god of the...
The Harlequins. The Harlequins, yeah.
Yes, the Eldar Laughing God.
I think he was mentioned. But I know that he had representation in season 1 of Maelstrom.
Was it the clowns?
It was a clowned Mega Blitz.
And what about the Deceiver?
I don't think so.
What was he, the Catan's god or something?
I don't think that was a thing in UCW.
Okay. Oh, what about Kane?
Like 8602, I think he was there.
Not that Kane. The Eldar god.
Doubtful. Botch was fun. in UCW. Botch was just Saturday morning cartoon meme.
Well, apparently Croc was the UCW heavyweight champion. The inaugural one at that.
I'm still happy that the 3 members of Botch got an actual legitimate epilogue for their story.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great ending too.
I believe it was UCW's Malice. Was a M4 unit that basically his memory was wiped after a certain period of time, and he woke up without his consciousness. And he found himself on a world that was in dire straits, and eventually he became a conqueror. But he failed at conquering.
Sounds about right.
He was basic comedic relief. But he eventually learned, and he recognized that what was it? He recognized that if he wins championship gold, that's the same as conquering. And they ended up using the tag team championships to seal a hull breach while they were in the warp.
Creative use.
But that means that they'd lost the belts because the belts were a part of the ship now. Which was fun.
It appears to be going well, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm presuming this is the thing that you posted there.
The Canadian street fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly because the only 2 weapons I've seen are stairs and hockey sticks.
Uh-huh. And they're all friends, so they're mostly largely friends, so they're
Hey,
just
Bob,
apologizing as
incoming.
they're hitting each other.
Sorry.
Hey, Sasquatch, thanks for the raid of 4.
Well, howdy do there, Sasquatch. How goes, my friend? What's up? How was your stream? Welcome into the Canadian street fight, where everybody's sorry, but you're taking this hockey stick to the face. Things are going well. We're kicking back, relaxing, telling stories while watching our action figures smash against each other.
Good night, everybody.
I mean, that's basically what they are. These are just digital action figures.
Oh, 100%. With 128 points of articulation.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to remember what standard articulation was.
And the elf is just kicking the shit out of Nicholas.
which I think the elf's name is what, William?
Like William Buckland or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's another hunter there, so throw him into the next hunter match.
Huh.
We don't have a lot of hunters, which is kind of surprising to me. I swear Gale has gotten the most taunts off this match too.
I mean, in D&D, how often do you see a hunter, like a specific hunter?
I mean, technically, anytime you see a ranger.
Mm-hmm. Indeed,
Oh.
Squatch.
Yeah. I think the manga, whatever it was, I think it's Ultimate Muscle. I think the last time I saw it was like early 2000s, maybe late 90s.
Ooh, Croc, that is very interesting.
Yeah, Kiniku Man.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough there, Squinto.
I mean, one can't exactly forget Ultimate Muscle because Taka played that song so many times.
Taka had like 4 songs that he loved, and he played every show.
Oh, apparently it's on Netflix now.
What, Ultimate Muscle?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then Travis actually made a M&W variation of the Ultimate Muscle theme.
He did.
Hello, Travis. Welcome back.
Travis is a very intelligent, very charismatic, very creative person.
Travis, I brought up Ultimate Muscle because Sasquatch said something about muscle figures.
Oh, so Travis, what do you think of my Canadian street fight? They're very
yeah.
sorry they're hitting you with hockey sticks there, bud.
Oh, yeah, there is.
There'll be plenty of Timbits after.
Thank you, Squinto, for the tier 1 gift sub to Travis.
And don't forget, y'all, it's September. Be sure to get your discounted subs.
I mean, technically, this is the last stream to do it, unless you stream tomorrow as well.
Oh.
We are the 29th today, yeah?
It is 29th.
And your winner,
for those of us,
Countess.
for those of us in the,
I
was going to say, for those of us in the UK, it's already the 30th.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Rosso. I was going by North America time zones. I'm not being exclusionary. I'm just focusing on the average.
Need anything or anything? Do you have the? Do you need the combined might of a Dr. Queen and an Unseelie Archfey? Just whisper into the cold night air. We have very reasonable contracts. 50% off if you're a werewolf for werewolf removal in the spirit of the spooky season. And Thorn.
Yes.
Thorn gets the winning prize of a box of Timmy's.
Beautiful. Donuts or Timbits?
Timbits.
Beautiful. What are the sizes? I think the sizes are 1, 20, 50, 100, and 300.
Do you think we can afford 300 Timmy's?
I mean, it's only a $30 box. Or at least it used to be last time I ordered it.
We probably gave him like 20. He's a big boy.
Fair.
It's getting a bit chilly. The winds of Kurban are circling.
It is. The season of fear is coming.
Travis, what do you mean, hold up? You don't like Timmy's as a Canadian. You don't have the 50 box? What is wrong with BC, the Canadian province of greenery?
Well, fuck there, bud.
Actually, no, that kind of makes sense, because Timmy's is rooted from Toronto, and I'm in Ontario. It makes sense we have the bigger size boxes. Travis, parties.
Or if you get a case of the munchies.
Which is why I was saying that BC was the Canadian province of greenery.
So, I got a buddy. I'm not going to say who they are. But they were in Canada during, the day that they made that particular substance legal in portions of Canada. And they were walking along the street at 4 o'clock. The cloud that started moving down the street at 20 past.
It was visible.
It looked like Silent Hill.
Depending on where you were. Also, Travis, you don't have Timbits to be healthy. You have Timbits to enjoy a nice cakey snack.
It was like early morning California smog. And it spread quickly. My friend was high in less than 3 minutes.
He got hotboxed outdoors. Travis, if you're making them, they're donut holes, not Timbits. I am still incredibly upset that when Timmy's got bought by that fucking Brazilian company, they removed 90% of the donuts.
Crocodile Travel Agency here with the annual special. We're mere days away from the season of fear. Book your haunt now. Specials include fog-filled cemeteries, dilapidated apothecary labs, ancient Gothic mansions, and everyone's favorite densely wooded swamps. Book your fear now. Crocodile Agency is not liable for any injuries, trauma, death, or anything that might occur on your incursions.
Look, Croc, I better not see you sending anyone to my apothecary anymore. I realize I'm the only one who works there and it's only open 2 days a week, but that does not mean it's abandoned or dilapidated.
Okay, you have to give me... Now you done made me look for something.
Eh? I'd run a scare B&B.
Here you go, Kayeth.
Eh?
Watch
What
this.
sort of stint have you sent me?
Microphone free zone. Also, while you're at it, take this shit too. Be cursed.
Bob, I am passively uncursing myself at all time.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a basement. Oh,
But-
Jesus Christ! Get that thing out of here.
No. Now, Kayeth, you write a lot for your world. Any dungeon master writes a lot, but Kayeth.
I'm sorry. What is this about? What is this about Tingle?
But Kayeth, is your writing skibbity?
Boy, howdy. Better skibbity than toilet.
Ugh.
Croc,
What is?
blame Arkolf.
What does Alpha mean when he mentions Tingle? Are we talking the same Tingle from Legend of Zelda?
Yes. So, Zacho.
Hang on. Before you continue, thank you for resubscribing for 65 months, codename Chaz.
Good to see you, Chaz. I appreciate you stopping in. I started talking about curse shit, and Chaz shows up.
I mean, as you do.
Okay, you were saying?
So, Zacho, Citric, and the other shit posters got a hold. I think it was one of Kieran's emotes. It was a 4 emote picture. And it was Tingle's face, and it was all 4 pieces of Tingle's face.
I think I remember
seeing
this.
that.
So it would be a game where people would try to complete the face of Tingle, while people tried to stop them. And if they completed the face of Tingle, the chat was cursed.
Were the emotes entitled Tingle, Kulu, and Limpa?
I don't remember.
Oh God! Now Wiley's in on it.
Can we? What does Skibbity even mean?
I'm sure it has.
I have no fucking clue.
I can't remember the language. There's a song that it goes with. And the actual web series that is Skibbity Toilet is actually quite good. Like the first 4 episodes are straight shitpost, but the rest of it is an actual, basically movie epic.
I have heard of the phrase Skibbity Bob Dada, or something like that.
Stormtrooper. You find a bundle of tied feathers. Several feathers of varying sizes and colors bound together by a single length of silver thread. A piece of parchment with Remember Me is tucked among them. No name, no clue, just that lingering question.
Oh, that went to Chuck too. That's a good one for Chuck.
I don't get it.
So, the plot thread that Solomon, Denny, and Iki are part of involves a lot of temporal shenanigans.
And you lost me at time fuckery.
Croak, if you send
I mean,
anyone
I
into
don't
my
expect
lab,
you to keep
I
up
may
with
or may
time
not
fuckery,
send
it's
you a
fine.
finder's fee.
If it's
I
something
might
like
need
Legend of
subjects for
Zelda,
reasons.
time
It's werewolf
shenanigans,
removal
or
season.
Kingdom, I might be able to understand it. But then when you start going crazy with it, like Kingdom Hearts did, then you start getting confusing.
Don't worry, it's not bad like Kingdom Hearts, it's worse. And your winner...
It's kind of like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
You mean the
Shenanigans.
same day? You mean the same day it keeps reading itself over and over?
The same day, but the same period of life for a specific character.
So
And it's not
Harui
any different.
Suzumiya syndrome.
I have no idea what any of those words that just came out of your mouth were. I do apologize, Straw Hat, you were too weeb for me.
Who won Howler versus Hellbow?
I
I
did
think you said it was
say-
Hilbo.
I think that was Hilbo. Yeah, that was Hilbo Daggins. I might be wrong, though. We'll find out in a second. Yep, nope. Alpha says Hilbo.
Hilbo 1, Leonel 1, Thorn 1, Aura 1.
Good day for Chaos. Unfortunately, Chaos is not going to win that one.
Also, the when you had to disconnect, the stream isn't on the Discord end anymore.
That's a shame.
It's unfortunate, isn't it?
I'll fix that I'll fix that momentarily.
Look at all these goofy bitches.
My money's on the anime-looking guy. My money's on the guy that looks like the character from one of my anime.
Also, why the fuck are there 30 of you fuckers in this chat right now?
Why wouldn't there be? Actually, no, I have the actual reason why there's 30 people in the chat, Bob.
I dread to hear your reasoning.
Because you are a good being who deserves a love.
Lies and slander.
No, you are such a good boy, Bob. Bean, good bean.
Thank you, Croc, for the tier 1 gift sub to Alpha Rex.
Yeah, much appreciated, Croc. Thank you so much, my dude. Also, Mania K Master, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Also, Kayes, fuck off.
Hmm? What'd I do?
I see what you did.
I didn't do anything.
What did you do?
Nothing of importance.
What did you do, Osman?
That's a different guy.
Fine, what did you do? Salt it.
I mean,
What-
I'll take that one. However, don't worry about it.
What did you do? Gigya?
What hasn't Salt done?
Let's see. Salt is the god of life, magic, and time. There's a list of things he has done. There isn't a list of things he hasn't done.
Noted.
Bob, you know Gina. She's just gathering data for reasons that have nothing to do with her murderous dislike for werewolves.
Noted.
Now you see,
Now, what did-
Kath,
now, what
I'm
did-
going to have to
now,
sit
what
there
did-
and
hey.
oppose you this month.
Now, what did
because-
Blight? Now, what did Blight Howlis ever do to you, Lady Gina?
I don't think that Blight has actively done anything to Gina. However, there was a number of werewolves in season 1 of Maelstrom that tried to overrun her farmstead.
To be fair, Kath, I'm going to have to oppose you on the werewolf thing for this month, simply because I have a vested interest in werewolves.
In 2 days, we're all going to have a vested interest in werewolves.
It's not my fault this time.
Why, it's not Valentine's Day yet.
I was talking about what happens in October. 'Cause isn't that the day you start your spooky shenanigans in the Maelstrom?
Maybe.
Do-do-do-do.
But remember, Valentine's Day is Horny Werewolf Day.
Ugh, for God's sakes.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, but Valentine's Day shenanigans are expected and frivolous. But Halloween shenanigans are spooky and malicious, which don't make them shenanigans at all. To be fair, evil shenanigans.
How dare you call me evil?
Also, remember, folks, Halloween is the only thing that is stopping Christmas from marching further and further up the year. The goth
And
kids
the only thing
hold the
that
line.
and the only thing, actually, the only thing that's keeping Mariah Carey out of her from defrosting is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh no! As soon as Halloween ends, that bitch is defrosting.
Well, fortunately, I have the antithesis to keep her frozen. Just play some Nick Cannon music on full blast.
So, Bob, can I tell you something that's happened in Canada this year, specifically in central Canada? We had Halloween in June.
Mm-hmm.
We had Christmas starting late August.
Why?
Because somebody in corporate America needs to be kicked.
Katina, we don't cut deals with the Fae. You know this.
Oh, no, that's actually fine there, Straw Hat, because I'm also Fae. Tell you what, Kath, if you sit there and float me that lovely little thing that I enjoy, I will sit there and direct you to the last of the remaining Witherfangs, who were the individuals to transgress against you specifically.
Mania, we're
So
talking about a curse of werewolves. Not Twilight werewolves.
Which are not werewolves at all.
They're a type of skinwalker, so you are right.
At all.
However, taxonomically speaking, they are a type of werewolf. They're just a different congruency of them.
You know, I can't help but realize that a percentage of the roster is more Fae-aligned than anything, than like Demon, Devil, Celestial, Infernal. We've got a lot of fucking Fae here.
Only because the majority of the players haven't submitted a character.
What?
I mean, there are still players who haven't submitted their characters for the game, right?
But if they're a player in the game, they have a character.
We have a large number of individuals associated with the game who are surprisingly Fae-aligned.
Okay. Well, there are some people in the server that I haven't seen in the Maelstrom wrestling show.
There are some reasons for that, yes. There are some people that are in the Maelstrom Discord just because they want to hang out. There are people that want to be in the Maelstrom Discord just to goof off and chat, but aren't interested in the actual roleplay aspect of the game. There are people in the Discord that just likes to watch the roleplay, and there are people that are in the Maelstrom Discord that wanted to play, but real life is stopping them from playing, or they started to play and they kind of taken a step back, or they started to play and something had them stop.
Okay, fair enough. And as for your question as to what people don't have characters, Zach, I could answer that question, but it's not my place to.
Yeah. As Zach says, not every character is a wrestler, but every wrestler is a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could tell you which characters are not wrestlers yet, but again, not my place to do so.
Hey Bob,
Uh-huh.
I just had to send a line to somebody.
Uh-huh.
I want to know what your immediately thought of it is, considering you know my personality.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep the favor in mind for now. It'll be done by the morning.
That's some shady shit.
Doo-da, doo-da. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous do you think it is to owe me a favor, Bob?
Yes. Motherfucker, you offered to buy people's souls for cheeseburgers. Yes.
Alpha, I don't have a pick to win.
You don't sell people's souls for you don't sell your soul for cheeseburgers.
Tell that to the people I used to serve there, Straw Hat. The only person who absolutely refused me, didn't even consider it, was a Christian lady in a little red Ford.
Wait a minute. Selling your soul for cheeseburgers? That's what happened to Burger Boy.
So Straw
Are
Hat, will
you-
that be
wait,
attached
wait,
to
wait.
your soul today?
Wait. Are you saying he's a burger lock?
I'm saying that, think about it. He obviously sold his soul for that burger. That's why he looks so inexpressive.
Yeah, so he's a burger lock.
Yeah.
Is that why he looks familiar?
Yeah, we need to tell Doc about this.
Technically, if Burger Boy was one of the individuals that I sold a burger to for his soul, that would mean he'd be a Fey Warlock.
Oh my god. No wonder he was so incredibly freakishly strong against Semjax. Or was it Graven?
Yes.
Interesting theories.
I mean, I'm not saying I made the deal with Burger Boy. If I did, it was a while ago.
I'm clipping this conversation. I'm sending it to Caliban.
I'm sure he's researching worse stuff.
I mean, as soon as the VOD gets put up.
Here's the thing, though. Some would say that if you don't have a soul, that is why you don't show emotion. Because the soul is what's tied to emotion.
I hate to make the obvious joke, but then how do gingers show emotions?
Oh, they're born with a soul, it's just not theirs.
Have you ever seen Arkoff actually have emotions?
I've seen Tommy Black have emotions.
Tommy Black is a make-believe character.
Oh, well, no, I've never seen Arkoff in person, actually.
But Straw Hat, he ain't got no soul!
But Straw Hat, he's like a coffee cup. He doesn't have a soul. He's not a person. I still can't believe that we had that conversation in season 1.
Oh, it was great.
For the record, I do not. For the record, I have nothing against gingers in any capacity.
Oh, we had an incident with Alice, who was Alpha's character in season 1, where he ended up soulless for a little while. That is entirely what those two voice clips from Bob and me were for.
So, Alistair Evergreen, yes, that Alistair Evergreen, got his start. Yes, got his start in season 1 of the Maelstrom, and then he moved on to M&W. At one point,
started picking fights with me.
So he was cursed at one point.
At one point, one would argue he still is.
Probably. So, in order to detain the curse, what happened is he went to a mad scientist for a fix. To fix the problem.
Oh god, never say fix when talking about a dog.
I mean,
Technically, he's not a dog. And why are people so focused on Alistair Evergreen's genitalia?
I have no idea, Bob.
Next question.
So this was before he became a werewolf. He was cursed. I don't remember what the curse was right off the top of my head.
He was interjected with a demonic entity by the name of Bayard.
Right! Bayard! He absorbed the soul of a hellhound into his body to try to make himself a Jinchuriki from Naruto.
I mean, I have never seen something backfire more spectacularly.
So, In
You've never seen
exchange,
something backfire more spectacularly? What about... really? Then you obviously haven't seen Dragon Ball Evolution.
so what
Don't.
happened was he went to a mad scientist to fix the problem. He wanted the thing extracted from his soul. But to extract it from his soul would likely kill him. So what happened was the mad scientist took a soulless body from basically somebody brought this mad scientist a girl who had her soul basically consumed by a chaotic force. And so this mad scientist just rewrote that girl's DNA into Alistair Evergreen's and just implanted all of Alistair Evergreen's memories into the new body. And then just woke up the new body, which is basically the genetic material of Alistair Evergreen and the memories of Alistair Evergreen, and just told him that he was cured and sent him on his way with his new soulless ass. Meanwhile, the real Alistair Evergreen was put into a medicated coma-like state with constant happy, positive memories playing through their mind to make sure that they have a happy, fulfilling existence for basically the rest of their life while she worked on extracting the demon from his soul. Eventually she did extract the demon from his soul.
Did she extract the soul with it?
No. No, she's a competent mad scientist. And she eventually kept this thing as a pet for a while. And then she released it upon request from Alistair Evergreen and his crew.
Wait a minute. This thing. Is this the Nexus, Alistair Evergreen?
This is Alistair Evergreen before he joined the Nexus.
No, I mean the thing that they extracted from Alistair Evergreen's soul. Did it go on to become the Alistair Evergreen that we see in the Nexus?
No.
It ended up getting its ass kicked.
So there are two, at this point in the story, there are two Alistair Evergreens. One with a soul, one without a soul. And eventually, people find out that there's two Alistair Evergreens. And demand that the second one gets woken up. So both Alistair Evergreens are now awoken and are now staring at each other. And then they get released into the wild just to see what happens. Meanwhile, the soulless one has become a werewolf, has joined Romic Ironfang's pack in Netherward, which is a town of thieves, murderers, and criminals that worship Halloween. And I think the second one ended up taking a second name, another name.
I believe one of them ended up taking the Monkey of Romic at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking into season 1 right now, so.
Alpha's in chat, he'll tell me. I
Hey,
hated Evergreen.
Yeah, you're right, Squinto. Jinchuriki does sound like a redneck version of Jinchuriki.
And so...
Are you one of them Jinchuriki folk?
And that's eventually, after that, after leaving Maelstrom Season 1, Alistair Evergreen eventually formed his own country with the lessons that he learned from his mentor, Romic Ironfang. And he developed the country of Lavaria. And then he eventually joined in and became a part of the Nexus.
And he still hasn't finished the Purifier training.
History is so fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's great.
Thank you for attending Maelstrom History 101 with Dr. Grimbob.
Indeed.
Varish being saved by Carl putting Icky into a submission hold.
I offer fair and honest
Bob
deals,
going for-
as Bob
Bob
knows
going
full
for-
well. Go ahead, Straw Hat.
Nothing. I was about to call the move Bob was doing, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
Message from the chat. I offer fair and honest deals, as Bob knows full well. Fuck them doors. Marcus Piper is my favorite NPC other than the Prince of Frost. You know,
You first, Bob.
Catherine, I think I know of a project that you might like. So I was once a part of a project that was about a post-apocalyptic, world-ending winter. It's called.
Was it a nuclear winter?
No, it was supernatural. It was about something happened to the world, and all of a sudden, these things called the Seekers are going about. Emon Tizzle. Just to give you a heads up, Gorm was a part of season 1 of the Maelstrom. Gorm is currently not a part of the season, but last I heard, Gorm was currently the godfather of Rapture New Road's 3 daughters, and they fucking love him.
Unky Gorm has kids to play with.
Yeah. So Gorm is the godfather of Trinket New Road's 3 daughters, and he is extremely protective over those 3. Like, he will kick a fucker's ass over those 3 girls, and they love him.
We're talking Nexus. We're talking Maelstrom Rapture, not Nexus Rapture, right?
Correct. However, Gorm is still on M&W. I think didn't Gorm wrestle this past Monday?
Yeah, Gorm's still on M&W. He's pretty much the only one of the original Conquest bloodline that's still active at this point. At least until Semjex comes back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gorm is still a terrifying motherfucker on Warzone.
He broke Zacho Duo in half.
Yeah, Gorm shelved.
He baned him. He broke the box.
Yeah, good job, Ka.
Hello, Travis.
So,
Hello.
Emon,
Solomon Elazar has been eliminated.
he put Zacho Duo on the shelf for a while. He broke his back, basically.
Yeah, you know that scene from Batman the Dark. You know that scene from Dark Knight 3 where Bane breaks Batman's back over his knee.
Yeah, he baned him.
Gorm is still a threat to contend with.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Emon, good to see you, my dude. As
Hello.
always, you're always welcome to come in and hang out.
Oh wait, Ka got another one. Yeah.
I think that was. I think. Was that. Who just got
Ka
eliminated?
does really well unless he's against Yig for some reason.
Ka just eliminated another person. So, and yes, Ka and Yig cannot work together, or nor
Yeah,
can
but who
Ka beat
eliminated?
Yig.
Yeah, but who was eliminated? I mean.
I don't know.
According to the chat, Solomon's been eliminated. Gravy's
Yeah, I
been
know that.
eliminated.
But
I
I know
think
that, but I saw someone else get pinned at the top of the shelf, at the top of the ring. So who was it?
We don't
think-
know. I don't know.
Yeah, if Ka doesn't recover, I think Ka may have been eliminated by Urza.
Oh, he's been standing there the whole time. I thought Ka eliminated somebody because I saw he was pitting somebody.
Oh yeah, he eliminated Solomon.
Yeah, it was his second elim.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the second elimination. We didn't see who it was.
Yeah, that's I know. I'm trying to figure that out myself. Oh well, he's just standing there. He's vibing. You were saying, Bob?
So Catherine, imagine a city where all of a sudden it goes dark, like dark all the time, and it is snowing nonstop. And every so often, like people have gone missing. It is snowing nonstop. It is terrifying, and there are these creatures that, as soon as the bells ring in the sky, they begin hunting. And if they find you, they will hunt you until they kill you in the most horrible way possible.
Okay, I think there's something wrong with the game because nobody's moving.
I see people moving.
They're moving
the
all
people
right.
who were eliminated aren't moving.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so when someone gets pinned in a multi-man, it just turns off their AI as opposed to having them leave the arena for some reason.
They all
That's
just
dumb.
refuse to leave.
Anyone just standing around the outside is probably eliminated.
Yeah, I know, but it's dumb and it gets in the way. Could someone just go over and punch him and see if that'll knock him out of it?
No. That they're technically not there.
So because their AI is off, active AIs will not interact with them.
Really? Because in Royal Rumbles, when you're eliminated, you always walk to the back.
Yeah. They're supposed to, but for some reason, one of the updates in done by 2K completely broke that. Which means stuff like that happens.
Why can't 2K ever make a competent game?
Because they're paid
I
to
don't
make yearly games. Yes, Bob?
I'm looking. I'm trying to look it up.
I have yet to do a deep dive into the new handbook yet, and when I get a chance to tonight, I shall be doing so. It seems fun.
Ugh.
Yeah. It looks like the final three are Vess, Alexander, and Urza.
Are these guys gonna fight in that corner for the rest of this match?
Maybe.
Yeah, of course. These people paid for the corner DLC, so they're going to give them a corner match.
Remember, we only have the match outside of the ring because Bob paid for the outside of the ring DLC.
It's true.
You know, if I wasn't afraid of the consequences of my actions, Butler would probably be shouting something like, "Are you guys gonna just stand there, or are you gonna do something?"
I mean, you can always do that. Like a couple of days ago, Bogart challenged Miska to a one-on-one for Schnitz and Giggles.
Fuck it.
See, even Cod just standing there, his aura causes people to trip around him. He's that great. Everybody should vote for Caw. And vote for Bogart, actually. When he runs for prime minister or president of whatever he's in, vote for him, boys. Sorry. Boys and girls, everybody should vote for Caw and Bogart. Well, but you can't really vote for Caw unless he's in the arena, because he's dead. But you can vote for Bogart. Vote for Bogart, everybody. This has been my ad for...
I didn't vote for you.
Or I'll turn you into a duck. Or what was it? Oh, I'll turn you into a newt. I got better. I think I need to hire a secondary. I need like an understudy bard for Bogart, and all he does is he walks around with coconuts and just makes the clopping horse noise.
Vecerus Whitemane has been eliminated.
Yep.
We are down to our final two, Alexander Oxen and Urza, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Question from Alpha. What voice would I give Yig canonically? I would give him his own voice.
Great. Now I think everyone else is...
They're asking what it would sound like.
It would sound like Yig.
But we don't know what Yig sounds like.
He sounds like a lizard folk who speaks Mumbai.
We don't know what that sounds like either.
I was gonna say, you're trying to run around this in a circle, and this is a square answer.
But how do all these squares make a circle?
Doesn't matter. It goes in the square hole anyways.
I know.
Look, I just want a straight answer sometimes, and no, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot, and they're all still just standing there.
That's okay. If we
Dude,
could see,
what are you talking about? I only see Alexander and Urza fighting. I don't see anything else.
I'm talking
Bob.
about the 6 guys who were... Oh, wait a minute, you're just fucking with me at this point.
Bob, why is that tile green?
What tile?
What?
That one over there underneath the mini fridge.
Oh, hey, mini fridge. Hey, Straw Hat, there's a mini fridge over there. Grab me a Dragon's Feast, would you?
Fine, let me just... Wait a second. Did someone just drink the last heat tap? I'll kill you!
Don't stop that anymore. We're sponsored by the DAC, which means we have Dragon's Feast.
Also, don't
yes,
worry
yes.
about the Eldritch entity that lives inside of the
Hey.
mini fridge.
Oh, is he
Well,
back?
And here is your winner, Urza Markov.
You see Cod there? He shook his hands in delight for Bogart, because Bogart likes Urza, because they're both from the same land. All hail to the glorious land of Felonians, the Terras Phila. Yeah, all hail to them. They are the best. Do not fight with us. Do not argue with us. We're just the best.
You are on so many watch lists right now.
With so many watch lists.
I missed something. I had to click on something that made a whole bunch of noise. What did you just say, Travis?
He said you're on so many watch lists.
Bob knows context of something, and he just said the right thing. I said that all hail the great land of Terras Phila, the Felonian race is the best race.
Okay, no. Lady Kathina, are we gonna have to call the MSPCA?
The
The
most-
Maelstrom
Please,
Society
like this.
preventing its cruelty to animals.
No.
Hey, Bob. We have somebody from Terrace Phyllis on the phone. Do you want to take
Oh,
this?
fuck,
or-
there's a sound that I forget. Oh, fuck, there's a sound I've forgotten. I'm gonna play something for y'all real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna post this into microphone. for chat, they're just gonna hear it. I'm gonna let y'all watch this in microphone. So, this is the series finale trailer. You get no audio, but if you want to, you get no video. But if you want to see the video, check microphone free chat.
The first angel blew his trumpet.
Okay, this was clearly filmed in Minecraft.
Yes.
There followed hail and fire, mixed with blood.
Bob, is this the thing? Is this the thing you sent me all that year, like a year and a half ago, to use?
Maybe.
Very good.
Depends.
This is it. This is the only chance we have. We gotta get out of here now. Or else we all die.
For those who have keen eyes, the if it's still playing, I'll stop.
It's still going through, still playing. We've got like 30 seconds left. 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Come die with me.
Beautiful.
So, I will say this: the boom that you're hearing, that's the sound that rings when the seekers begin their hunt, and that rattling, hissing, like almost sucking noise. That's what they sound like. Like you hide from somewhere, and you just hear this sound coming down the street. And they know where you are. You have to run. You cannot hide from them. And you can't kill them either.
Frather, those noises are scaring me.
Well, actually, it's a story point that someone tried to kill one of them, and shit happened.
It did not end up well.
So, you said, Travis, you were talking about me sending you something like a year and a half to use?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought I listened to it. I thought it was the thing you let me use, where you had your evil laughter in the trailer, because I used that evil laughter for one of the promos I did.
Oh no, that was made by the same person, but it's a different project.
Yes, yes.
White
yes.
screen again.
What?
White screen again.
Once I listened to it, I was like, oh yeah, this is not it.
I'll fix it. That was a project called The Shattered Crown. This was a project called Knights of Frost.
Ooh. And who's this fine specimen? And why are they using cause entrance? How dare they? Only I am allowed to use the birds. How
We
dare
could only
you?
afford so many entrances there.
Why are you
No,
talking
I-
like one of the knight? Why do you sound like one of the knights who say "knee"?
Actually, you know what? Bogart sounds like, if for anybody who's listening to his words or reading the text, it sounds like this. Hello, my dear boys. My name is Bogart Ramsfield. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, he's very Tim Curry. Like he
Oh no, he's gone full Thornberry.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do. Tell you better let the poor guy out. Waha! Waha! Waha!
So those like whenever I roll a high charisma, I imagine like they're just laughing at him so much it just works. He is as badly Tim Curry, Nigel Thornberry as you can get. He is, and I love it. Oh hey, it's you.
Yeah.
Is that a rubber vest?
It's leather.
No, it's leather. It's leather. It's leather. It's just got shine to it. You turtle wax it. Also, who's he fighting? I'm sorry, I don't understand who this is.
Osiris.
He's fighting Osiris.
Who's Osiris?
Osiris is Chocolate Zombie's character.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oopsies.
This is the second time I fought Graven on a wrestling show.
That's fine.
I mean, first I fought him in a dark match on Warzone last week, and won. Not only did I win, I squashed him.
But it was a dark match. Does it count?
Do we have a
Good
playlist
story
for-
beat if it did.
Yeah.
I mean, Butler, I gotta respect the jort game. You're using leather jacket and jorts. I respect it. Game respects game for that.
I mean, wait, what? Did you say game or something else?
Game respects game.
Oh, okay. Didn't hear the M there, and I thought you said something else.
It's fine. My thick Canadian BC accent causes me to slur my words on accident. I mumble through everything. %90 of my talk, like my speeches as Bogart when I'm doing texting, is sometimes I'll just put on the microphone and start speaking as Bogart, and there'll be like a flirbed word in there or something that doesn't make sense. It's because I talk too fast, and I can't take it back. So I'm sorry,
Yeah, well,
Bob.
we all know Canadians have a tendency to talk way too fast when they're excited, buddy.
I
So,
don't know what
Travis,
you're talking about there, buddy. Yeah.
Because Bogart is a physically
Bugbear.
formed as a bugbear, bugbears usually have tusks, which would mean they would actually slur around some of their words.
Yeah, you're right.
You're just being more in character.
Exactly. I am in character. I also do method acting where I just take like hot dogs and stick them into my mouth when I talk as Bogart. It's actually
That's
pretty.
Oh god, hot dog and sticking them in your mouth. So many
Ooh.
jokes.
Welcome, Maxicon, and you're a rating
Yeah.
party of 5.
That's a good thing to come and raid in on.
Yeah,
Probably.
you shoving hot dogs in your mouth.
Greetings and
what she
salutations, friends. Welcome in to the Maelstrom, a 2K23 meets D&D 5th edition hybrid game with over 50 different players. Everybody on this show, every character is a D&D character that is represented by somebody in my server. The folks that you can see right here alongside me are some of my players as well, and we are just goofing off, having
Holy
fun.
shit, I just remembered. I just
Yes.
remembered. Tomorrow they're shutting down the servers for this game.
Uh-oh.
They,
Oh, no.
From what I have been told, that this was a notice. It's not an exact date that they're shutting down the servers. But if that's the case, I certainly hope that y'all have gotten in everything that you needed. Nice.
Well,
How goes it tonight? Very well. Thank you for asking. We are goofing off, having fun, and generally enjoying ourselves. I do want to thank you so much for your raid. Just give me a second, Straw Hat. Barrow, I want to thank you for coming in, for choosing me to raid in. If you are unaware, my name is Shadowdancerbob. I do a variety of streams. If you watch D&D, I am associated with... for this time. Good deal. If you enjoy D&D, I am a member of the Roll With Me campaign, courtesy of Lenny Bator. I am a mod for the Unexpectables, DM'd by Monty Glue, and I am in various D&D games all over the internet. I like to think of myself as a mad scientist, but I'm also a Chaos Goblin at heart. And I am joined by 4 Chaos Goblins in it themselves. I am joined by Rosso06, who is the Goblin. We have Travis, A. Carey, who is our resident voice actor and talented audio gremlin. He is the one...
Token Canadian.
He is our token Canadian. Well, we have a few token Canadians, but he is the one with the dog icon. That is a pupper. Exactly. The invisible space that we have on our screen that you currently cannot see is our resident Yibbeth.
Well, hello there.
Also known as Kayeth. He is a Chaos Goblin, but he also creates things. He runs his own game called the Vismine series. He is creating his own game. And finally, last but not least, at the very end with the scary face, we have Sir Straw Hat, who is our resident anime expert.
I like One Piece.
He is
likes-
also the
And
one
he-
in the ring
and-
in red right now.
He likes One Piece. He also likes Kingdom Hearts.
And he is the player of Butler.
Who's currently in the match right now?
Indeed.
And the one who's currently choking Osiris out.
Yeah. Butler, I have to ask you: have you caught up with the current manga of One Piece?
Yeah, I've been reading the I can't wait for the official releases, so I get early fan scanlations through.
I mean,
Alternative
so do
means.
I. so you're not alone. Have you enjoyed the first introduction to where we currently are?
Yeah, I was there when Jupiter descended in multiple ways.
Yeah. Okay. That's all you need to say. But it has been. The last arc. I genuinely enjoyed. Is probably one of my favorite ones of the post time skip. Much even more than Wano.
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting for the sequel to One Piece called Two Piece with the main character Buffy.
Ah, yes, that one.
My dad is also Boruto's grandfather.
I just realized that not only did they mean Buffy like Boruto, but Buffy like Buffy, because of vampires.
I like the origin of how One Piece kind of came to be for Oda. He was just like he kept trying a bunch of mangas that he didn't like. Oh, he pulled just teleporting attack. That's cool. His editing, like he was really good at it, but every competition he entered always kind of got like second place because he kept trying to do what everybody else wanted to do. And then he's just like, screw it. I want to do a story about Vikings and in ships and pirates and cool stuff. And that's how One Piece was made. It's just like, to me, I'm like, that's so cool. Like he just was like, screw it. I'm just gonna make it about like
outlasted Bleach, Naruto, and Dragon Ball.
Well, I mean, like, the Dragon Ball is technically ongoing, sort of, but I mean, like, the ending isn't over yet, and we don't know how it's going to end, but it will end better than a few of them I've seen out there.
And all those people who say, "Oh, it's too long," they don't progress it. It is somewhat of a legitimate complaint.
To answer you there, Chuck, too many.
And you can all those complainers can get blown away by a Buster call for all I care.
We only have so many comebacks.
Yeah, each character can have two. Half of them are usually turned off for some reason. And I think there's like 12 of them now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but some of them you have to unlock through the My Rise.
No joke. This is actually going through a legitimate, like good fight between the two of you guys. Like, in the game I'm watching, I'm like, this is pretty, like, entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this much about One Piece. It is one of my favorites, but it's not my favorite manga. And my favorite manga is Hajime no Ippo, and I will defend it as probably one of the greats of all time.
That's the boxing one, right?
Yeah, it is.
I thought that was Baki the Grappler.
Baki the Grappler is my favorite. One of my favorites. It's one of the funniest ones, but no, my favorite is Hajime no Ippo.
Squinto.
Hello, Squinto.
Yes, and everyone. This is Squinto. He is the one behind Tariel Nimbus, and also plays the resident mob boss on our show Multiverse Nexus Wrestling.
He's also the narrator for my Friday streams of Heading Out.
Completely by accident.
Unofficially.
Yes. He's not getting paid for it.
I'm still surprised that you sound so much like that game.
What can you do?
Yeah, I didn't want to actually tell you guys. That was me just doing an impression of Squinto in that game. I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you now. I got a big reveal on stream.
Wait, did you voice in that game?
No, I didn't. I was making a joke.
I can never tell when half you fuckers are being serious or not.
That's the amazing part.
I'm not very good at sarcasm, so it's pretty quick. I'm pretty quick on the gun to be like, I'm not being serious. 90% of the time, I'm not being serious about like my comments.
Heard y'all in here talking about manga and stuff, and
Yeah.
reading good ones, but yet y'all don't understand
Okay.
where the
Hit me
real
with that.
play.
Hit me.
No, I have read some utter trash. I find some of the worst things and just read them and see just how bad they can be. And
Oh,
my friends, let me tell you, the epiphany, the epitome of trash that I have read is
And your winner.
knows
one
no
moment.
bounds.
And your winner, Bastion Butler.
Well played, Bastion.
Squinto,
All right.
I was reincarnated as a vending machine.
I've got it beat.
There's some pretty bad ones out there. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
That's a real fucking
Yes.
anime. I was
That's a
reincarnated
light
as a
novel.
vending machine.
The light novel. You've got Domestic Girlfriend. You've got Pumpkin Night. You've got Freak Island. Don't read these. These are horrible.
Rent a Girlfriend?
And
Really, buddy?
Domestic Girlfriend is trash. I read the whole thing.
Domestic
I
Girlfriend.
can think of one that is just that.
Pumpkin Night
probably-
and Freak Island. Do not read. I
got
can
one
give
that I
you
could
every
probably
trigger
add
warning
to
in
it.
the book. Do not read those.
I could
So-
probably add one to the list
Very-
of do not read books simply because it's of how reprehensible the whole concept is,
Yeah.
which I won't discuss.
Very
All I'm gonna
quickly,
say
if I
is the
may.
title.
I don't consume a lot of media. I don't do a lot of anime. I don't do a lot of manga. But Kivasha has introduced me to a few good ones. One of them, I believe, is Little Pet Shop of Horrors, which I absolutely adore.
Yeah, so the one thing I wouldn't recommend, I haven't seen this myself, but I hear it's bad. Iju Ray of Ye Ealerhay.
Oh, redo of a healer.
Eh.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, everybody kind of knows about that one already.
Yeah. Bob, while Squinto is here and I'm remembering, did you manage to pick up Caster of Kata?
Yes.
Okay. I will post his thingamabiddle eventually.
What
you want my
is
take?
what
Go
is
ahead.
that anime where they're all in the like super duper max prison and it's
That's Prison School.
No, I know what he's talking about. I can't think of it. It's
Well,
like
isn't
one
that
where it's got all the flashy guys and everything.
Dead Man
They're just-
Wonderland?
there we go.
no, they're
No, it's that's so. If you think all anime is for kids, I got three choices. I got three options for you to take a look at.
Is one of them Berserk?
No,
It could be.
all right? So hit us with it.
number one, Dead Man Wonderland. Is red your favorite color? It's not going to be at the end of this, at the end of this game, at the end of this
And
show.
I don't want to know. And I don't want to know why.
Number two, Death Parade.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city.
That's Black
The
Parade.
FCC is here.
Yeah,
Apparently, we have a
Death
copyright
Parade.
strike.
You want a clusterfuck of mortality complexes? Go watch Death Parade, and the worst one of them all. The show that has fucked up so many people and has so many different trigger warnings that
Evangelion.
no.
another.
Happy Sugar Life.
Hello, zombie.
That title doesn't sound so bad, but
Oh, buddy.
It doesn't sound that bad. That's how they lure you the fuck in.
Can I give you the poster child of that? Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah, I remember
I-
this
Oh,
one.
I
That
used
is
to watch
either.
Happy Tree Friends back in the day.
Bob, I'll give you Serial Experiments Lane. I'll give you Higurashi.
oh god, that one is cute. Oh god, I know. I haven't seen Higurashi, but I know that the characters look cute. But ugh. but I do know the concept of one more that'll probably scar other people.
No, Happy Sugar Life is fucked up. It looks bright and cheerful, and it gets fucking dark, and there are so many trigger warnings that I didn't even know there was trigger warnings for.
My favorite genre, moe horror.
I got one for you that's probably
go ahead.
triggering as well. Never saw it, never gonna see it, but I know it's disturbing. Elfin Lead.
Yeah, Elfin Lead is a pretty good gore fest.
I like the idea.
You want something that's gonna terrify you? Corpse Party.
So, this is completely unrelated, other than someone brought it up in chat. I remember watching an anime called Gantz Zero, which I quite enjoyed.
Gantz is good.
I like that everybody here in this chat, like in the voice chat, is sitting here like, no, this one will turn you into a full yellow-bellied cow. This one will. It's like you're picking out fine wines of these moe animes.
Then there are some anime that are so deplorable. I'm not even gonna name them.
I'm excited about Uzumaki. Looks like they finally did Junji Ito right.
I'm just gonna say, it's criminal that Dead Man Wonderland never got a second season of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
It's criminal that the Thousand-Year Blood War. It's criminal that the Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War got a season of anime.
What is that supposed to imply?
That's because the Thousand-Year Blood War is absolutely mid at best.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
I'll admit the retconning of Ichigo's powers did feel like a bit of a cop-out.
I gave the fuck up on Bleach whenever we found out that Ichigo was a Quincy as well.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that. Honestly, it just felt like a bit of an asshole.
Tart! What's going on, my friend? We got the pudding pastry himself in the chat. What's up, my friend? How goes?
Hey.
And Chaco, the reason Dead Man Wonderland didn't get a second season because everything after that is just horribly done. Like,
you mean like Promise Neverland done?
Oh, good.
Yes.
Tart, we're talking about fucked up anime.
Farting Tart, I'm glad that you're here. There's a very important character coming out immediately after Zator. You're going to want to watch the screen.
And for those that are unaware, I do believe that Farting Tart is a character in the Maelstrom playing Nugget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tart, did you ever submit Nugget for the actual show?
Because if you didn't, because you might want to get on the stick quickly, because the game servers could be going down tomorrow.
No, it might not be tomorrow.
It's probably not going to be till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember Farting Tart made a model in 23, but I can't remember if he submitted it.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, I know this entrance. This is Muda's.
What, Frank?
God, my eyes!
Good night, everybody.
It's almost like the main man made a visit.
There you go. You
Alright.
can stop watching now. You've all been flashbanged. That's all I wanted.
Who turned on the Lumentary color to the wrong setting?
Why does that look like Dr. Doom?
Because he's currently wearing a mask.
He's the unknown sweeper, Dr. Broom.
Nah, Dr. Doom isn't in our circle. Dr. Doom isn't here. Dr. Doom is in M&W.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry. I just need to get that publicly stated that I canonically the ending of Bleach for me will always be when Aizen got trapped into the when Aizen got defeated.
Urahara imprisoned Aizen in that with that Keto of his.
Perfect ending. Perfect ending to his fears. I was like, no notes.
Yeah, when Ichigo sacrificed his powers and they stayed gone, and Ichigo went back to being a normal kid.
They could have ended it right there.
Yeah. You don't need to bring anything else beyond that. That was it. That was it.
I
10
will
out of
say
10.
though, Bleach, as good as an anime and manga as Bleach is, they did tend to leave a bunch of characters in the lurch once they kept introducing new ones.
Yeah.
I've never watched Bleach.
It's okay. It's not what everybody cracks it up to be.
It's fine. It's not fairy tale, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Fairy tale is not good, my dude. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I read that. It's not good.
Fairy tale's fine. It's funny. You can't.
So, if I remember correctly, the guy who made Fairy Tail also made a bunch of other comics,
Yeah, he
including
made
one called
Hiro
Rave
Mashima. He
Master.
made Rave. Yeah, Hiro Mashima. He made Brave Master.
I like the comic for Rave Master. Hate the anime for that.
You know an anime that I
Okay.
like that I... I'm sorry, Travis. I'll let you go as soon as I say this. You know an anime that I didn't know about until one of my associates did something on it, but I really liked?
What was it?
Camphor.
Heard of
Don't know what that is.
It's a
You know-
German anime.
I was going to say it sounds familiar.
Go look up Camphor Abridged. Kampfer by Masako X.
Ah, that beautiful human. I'm sure it'll be funny.
Oh, it will.
If we're talking about anime, while we're on the subject of anime, let's talk about some anime that are more beloved cult classics, or
Battle Royale.
or lesser known stuff. No, we're not talking about Battle Royale.
Battle
Not that.
Royale is peak.
No,
yeah.
no, not safe for
We're-
Straw
we're-
Hat, not safe for Straw Hat.
We're talking about cult classics. Ultimate Muscle.
Big bad
How about
boys, out of space.
How about just
Cooley.
muscle?
Would you consider Bebop a cult classic?
I mean, anything can be a cult if you try hard enough.
I prefer Outlaw Star over Cowboy Bebop just because
It's more uplifting.
Adult Swim and Toonami played the fuck out of Cowboy Bebop but never played Outlaw Star.
I've heard of it, I've
As-
never
as in-
watched it, but I know it's pretty good.
2 words:
As-
Aisha Clan.
I mean, I'm into that cult. I'm into that cult smash hit Pokemon. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I was pretty into that.
I mean, Pokemon is definitely very culty.
Would
Yeah.
would you consider Big O a cult classic?
Considering that
Kinda.
Cartoon Network had to fund the rest of the show, yeah.
I'll take Dorada.
I got one for you. Bobo.
Bobobo is a shitpost after my own heart.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what,
but I found out
I
there
do
was
enjoy
a
Trigon.
when I found out there was a manga of it, I was like, okay, this looks cool. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is way bloodier than what I was shown in the anime.
What was the okay? So among the people who are here in the chat, what was the anime that your after-school TV show tried to push on a lot, but just didn't get as well as like Pokemon or Dragon Ball? Mine was Monster Rancher and Beyblade.
I have a shitpost one for you. Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
That's
Yeah,
not
dude.
anime.
I mean, it's an animation, and I would say it counts, but regardless, it's still good.
Okay, see, for me, the one that never really clicked for me was Digimon.
I get that.
Boo.
Well, I just never got into it. I was literally born in the '90s, and it just wasn't
No.
connecting with me. I was
No,
more of a
I'm
Pokemon
on-
guy.
I'm on your
Although-
side. I'm on your side on that Straw Hat. Digimon is good, but I'm on Team Pokemon.
Digimon is
probably
great,
able
but
to-
it peaked after Tamers.
You know, it peaked after Frontier.
I think the fourth opening for Digimon is pretty good. The opening song is great.
I never
would
really
like to say
watched much
something.
of Digimon Frontier. I was like, seasons 1 through 3 were always to me like the good Digimon.
Okay, let's see, what else was there? I was
And
going to say
as
something else.
they got pushed that wasn't really people didn't really care for, but I loved. was Tenchi Muyo.
Oh,
Tenchi
fuck
was
yeah, dude!
When you have Optimus Prime doing the little blurbs for Toonami back in the day, and he's doing a 2.5 minute blurb of Tenchi Muyo, you respect Tenchi Muyo in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
This is
What else
my-
was there? I was gonna say something, but I just can't remember what
I know Prince of Tennis was also one during like the mid 2000s that was just never my thing.
Yeah, I can't really get into sports anime besides like fighting.
Now I remember what I was gonna say. One anime that was showing on 4Kids at the time. Once again, rest in piss, 4Kids.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get into. That was trying to be like Pokemon. Dinosaur King. I just didn't get it.
Oh, that was so good.
Fighting Foodons.
Oh god, I remember that one.
Yes. I can't do it right now, but I actually can recite the entire Fighting Foodons intro from the 4Kids dub by heart because it was one of my favorite intros. I've got my child.
There was the Bakugan anime, which I never got into.
I watched
Shaman
Bakugan.
King?
I watched
yeah.
all of that.
Bakugan. People playing with their balls.
What
Bakugan
about Shaman
was
King?
fun.
I remember Shaman King. I never watched much of it.
The Shaman King was good.
I think what worked so well for these shows is that they had really good intros. Like, does anybody remember the North American version of Beyblade, the very first one?
Let it rip!
Beyblade.
It was good. Okay, going along with that idea, did anybody watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series?
Which one?
Which one?
Which
Which
one?
one?
Exactly. Which one was your favorite?
Mine
yeah.
was
I was born in
the.
the '90s, so I would have had the most. One I would have had most experience with would have been the 2003 version.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Bob,
that
we've
was
been
the one
given
they made the movie out of, right?
Yeah.
We've been given
Yeah.
a chance to summon JC because somebody mentioned chaotic.
I'm not talking about like the live action one. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the animated one that they made a movie out of. Or was
Yeah.
it they made the movie and then they made the? This was a thing during the 2000s.
Wait. Are you talking about the Michael Bay TMNT movie?
No. The animated one. It would have been around like
the CG
2005.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. Believe it or not, that one was actually supposed to take place in the movie timeline.
Mm-hmm. But early 2000s had a theme of putting out either made-for-TV movies or theatrical movies of something to basically as a pilot or a test of what they were thinking about. Nickelodeon did this, specifically like Jimmy Neutron. It started as a movie, and then when the movie got good reviews, they then made it into a TV series. And that happened for a lot of things.
But the TMNT movie, that one didn't come out until 2007.
Yeah, so it might have been around that. I know Jimmy Neutron did it. They had the Tack and the Power of Juju series out after the video games did decently in that era.
Oh yeah, the Goblin Foot people.
Yeah, and then Nickelodeon was like, "Hey, let's turn this video game into an animated series," and it did not do well.
Hang on. I heard someone mention chaotic. Who mentioned chaotic?
Okay, so I have something for you on that. That was Derek Kai that mentioned it. And in season 1 of Maelstrom, we had a number of people who were into chaotics. So what I did was...
Wait. Chaotix or chaotic?
Chaotix. The card game.
Chaotic. Yeah, I remember
That
chaotic.
was just... That's just chaotic.
They played the card game is what they're trying to say.
Continue your story, Bob.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Maelstrom Season 1 was a ever-shifting world that was largely based off of various aspects of my life. Like, I put in... It was basically a hodgepodge of everything that was me. So every district was based on something that was a big part of my life or I enjoyed. And since I was a fan of Chaotic, I slipped a couple little locations into my game.
I absolutely loved that show, and I was really disappointed when it was canceled and the card game was discontinued.
So I slipped in 2 locations into Maelstrom Season 1, and the Chaotic players had no idea. The locations that I put was the Forest of Life and the Valley of Fear.
It was just
That's where they
Fear
came
Valley.
from.
I also noticed that you used the chaotic artwork from some of the location cards in the intro. Because I noticed that one of those shots was the shot of Glacier Plains.
So is Toontown basically like your love of like classic cartoons?
Oh fuck yeah! I love like Who Framed Roger Rabbit was one of my was a movie that I adored as a fucking kid. Like early Saturday morning cartoons, I was bonkers over.
But that was a cartoon as well.
Yep. Bonkers was literally the same premise as Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but you were following a bobcat cop.
So, as to the chaotic pictures in the intro, turns my attention over towards our dear friend Travis A. Carey, who made the intro for Maelstrom Season 2.
No comment, because I didn't use any of those images. JC provided a lot of the images, so actually those images are canonical to Maelstrom. They're not from a particular source. Some of them are from me typing in, hey, this looks like a cool thing, I'm gonna add that. So
yeah, you think I didn't notice that shot of the Riverlands you put in there?
No, I just added a special effects over the Riverlands, and it is a very specific reason why it has that sparkly effect, but I don't know the reason because JC never told me what it was.
You can try and explain away all your fancy music all you want. I'm not gonna forget those images.
Straw Hat, this is what I say what happened. I accidentally did it.
He legitimately
right.
It was no Straw Hat, real talk. Travis legitimately did not realize that he did it.
Oh,
it wasn't a reference. It was an actual. It was not a reference or us being cheeky or sly or being tongue in cheek.
You know what I did? You know, it absolutely was. 90% of the intro was like, "Hey, I need images." I know who does images. JC, do you have images? Thanks, bud.
Now,
and then I just put some particle effects.
Now, here's the thing. If JC provided the images to Travis, that's on JC, and that might be references and hints and tongue-in-cheek by JC, but that's not on Travis.
Hashtag blame JC.
Yeah, hashtag blame JC. But bless JC as well. Like, hashtag bless and blame JC.
But back on the front of hidden gem anime, something that I remembered that I couldn't remember it for the longest time because it was way back when I first started watching anime when I was like in grade school. If anyone is familiar with the name Android Kikator.
Kikator?
Yes. Kikator, however you pronounce it.
Wasn't that another Sentai spin-off or something like that?
No, it was literally, I think it was supposed to be like a Mega Man spin-off. Or like a Mega Man clone, because the whole idea was, hey, guy creates this android-looking dude in his lab that can just transform into a robot form. And I think, like, at some point, the guy's lab gets attacked or something like that, and the android has to, like, save him or something like that. I don't remember exactly the plot, but I just remember the character looked cool as fuck.
Ah, here it is. Kikator was created by Shotaro Ishinomori.
Gaff, unfortunately, we can't give you the body of the ref. The ref's contract does cover resurrection.
There are a lot of interesting anime that existed around that time. I remember growing up, there was a channel called Colors TV that would sometimes air anime at like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. And one of them I remember because there was a few that they aired. Kitty Grade was one, which is a
Here are
good
your
one.
winners, the Super Leaper Bros.
Blue Gender was another one. I remember they aired the Tenchi Muyo spin-off JXP or GXP. They did air Yu Yu Hakusho at some point, and there were probably a couple others that I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yu Yu
Cartoon
Hakusho was
Network
good.
also aired Yu Yu Hakusho, and then they made the stupid decision of moving its time slot to early morning.
So I don't know if anyone else saw that. That was almost a double pinfall.
I saw that.
Nice.
Yeah, I was confused by that. I'm like, who's the pinfall going for?
And I want
Okay,
to point
here's
out that Moral broke up the pin knowing that Ling Shi was having a cover. So Moral stopped the double pinfall because if both of them would have pinned, there would have been a storyline.
Oh yeah.
And we have
Oh,
Alpha with another item.
Another fucked up anime, ReZero.
I can see it, but
I know the name, but I don't know the concept, and I probably don't want to know the concept.
Just read the cliff notes. When you actually like watch the show and you like look into everything, it's actually kind of fucked up.
Another cult
we were
classic
talking
anime that I
ab-
used to, that was watching, showing on Toonami back in the mid 2000s. Anyone ever heard of a little anime called IGPX?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, we're talking about hype anime openings. Everybody needs to go see Log Horizons.
So
They had freaking Haley Joel Osment as the main character.
we have 2 trinket grab bag items. Alpha Rax. You find the Weeping Stone, a palm-sized stone with grooves carved down its surface. It looks like a crying face when turned on the right angle. On humid days, droplets of water gather in the grooves, although the stone itself remains dry. Kayeth, you find the Blackened Dice, a set of 6-sided dice scorched as if plucked directly from a fire. Each face is still readable, but something about the way they roll feels off. An inscription in tiny letters along the edge reads, "Cast your lot, but beware what answers."
Well, that's not
You can't
fucking
read.
ominous.
I do enjoy that that's become a running gag. Wait. What language is the inscription in, Bob?
Abyssal.
Beautiful. You
And
still
we have
can't
two
read
more
it.
redeems.
The Torno's Abyssal.
One for Shinichi and another for Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently KML has one as well.
Okay. Shinichi. You find the stone pendant with a tiny carving. A smooth, river-polished stone the size of a coin with a minuscule but barely noticeable carving of a crescent moon on its surface. The carving is so small it's hard to see with the naked eye, and no one seems to know why it was put there. Alpha. You find the worn leather bookmark, a thin strip of faded leather with pressed 4-leaf clovers on its tip. The edges are frayed, and it feels unusually warm to the touch. If left in a book overnight, the pages surrounding it always have the faint impressions of handwritten notes, although they vanish by morning. KM. You find the petrified mouse skull, A small, perfectly preserved skull that looks like it's made out of solid stone. There's something about its hollow eyes that give the impression that it once held a great secret. Perhaps it still does. An old faded note is tied to the jaw that says never forget.
And now the Fey Queen has redeemed one as well.
Glorious. Hey, Bob, it's been an hour. Have you hydrated?
Perhaps. Lady Catherine of the Fey Court, you find the broken spyglass lens. A cracked, cloudy lens from an old spyglass. Holding it up to your eye blurs the world beyond recognition, but occasionally, shadows flit across the edges, shapes that aren't there when the lens is removed. Some sailors claim it shows glimpses into distant, unreachable shores. I'm making the final call on trinkets.
So fuck it. I'll get one for the road.
Sir Straw Hat, you find a silver bell with no clapper. A miniature bell made out of polished silver, delicately engraved with a floral pattern. It makes no sound when shaken, yet sometimes you think you hear faint, distant ringing while holding it. The ringing never seems to come from the bell itself.
Yeah. I'll go too.
Next up is Alpha. You find the dried rose bound with twine. A faded dried rose wrapped tightly in twine. The petals are fragile, but the flower is still intact. Attached is a tiny scrap of parchment reading, "To remember what was." There's an odd, bittersweet scent that lingers in the air whenever it's nearby. And Choco. You find a tiny jar of broken chalk. A small cork jar filled with shattered pieces of colored chalk. The colors are vibrant, but every time you attempt to draw with a piece, it crumbles further. The pieces never seem to diminish in number, and the jar never runs out, no matter how much is spilled. The Leapers get 10 gold for appearing, 10 gold for winning the match, and since this was a title match, they get an additional 50 for the champion's purse. That being said, I think it's about time to see who is streaming this time of night.
I have Cardoodles doing Minecraft with 23 people right now.
I have Mako Reactor, Connor, and Octo.
You know, because we were blaming him earlier, is JC streaming?
JC doesn't stream.
No.
Though he should.
I mean, he'd have to find time in his busy day schedule.
I see somebody with 13 people in their chat that is doing a special 1K followers celebration.
Tasty. Let's see if we can boost those numbers a bit.
Indeed. Folks, I want to take a moment and thank you all for coming in, hanging out, goofing off, having fun. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. And send some love to the Karate Cat Man. Until next time, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.